welcome to Bible Basics number 3, where we're going to talk about the principle, don't get hung up on the literal meaning of a text. See, one of the things that sometimes divides what we might call conservative Christianity from liberal Christianity has to do with whether or not someone claims to believe in the literal meaning of the Bible. It's an incredibly misleading concept, and we all need to stop getting hung up on it. See, the real question is not what the literal meaning of a passage is, but whether or not the literal meaning is the intended meaning. See, there's a difference between the meaning an author intends to communicate and the way he or she goes about communicating it. An author might use plain or figurative language, or both, to communicate a meaning, but it's that intended meaning that really matters. The Bible uses both kinds of language. At one point in his ministry, Jesus told his disciples that their sick friend Lazarus had fallen asleep. And his disciples, taking that literally, said, well, if Lazarus has fallen asleep, that's good. That means he'll get better. But that's not what Jesus meant. So he had to stop speaking figuratively and resort to plain language to get across his intended meaning. No, Lazarus is dead, he told them, probably while rolling his eyes. So, is the passage literal or not? Yes. No. Is that even the right question? The passage has both literal and figurative language, but both kinds of language communicate the intended meaning, which is that Lazarus was no longer alive, which was literally true. It's important that we recognize when the Bible is using figurative language and when it's using plain language. When we fail to do that, we'll almost certainly misunderstand God's intended meaning of a passage. But it's even more important to remember that our ultimate focus needs to be on that intended meaning being communicated by those different kinds of language.